Well, hello, this is Angela Valentine, and I am the founder of the Academy of Digital Visionaries and Scholars. And I am here partnered with Joyce Burgess, who is the co founder of and CEO of the National Black Home Educators, NBHE. And we're doing a series called Parents as Teachers at Home, the PATH program. And she has asked me to speak on a topic which I think is very relevant. It is what to do when technology takes over. And I thought it'd be a good idea to talk about this in three different segments. So, with the first segment, and as I always like to do, and I always say that I bring the technology component to all the wonderful things that she has done and is doing with her 30 years of experience with homeschools and homeschooling, and just helping parents with their children's education at home. So, one of the technology resources that I want to bring to you today when it concerns what to do when technology takes over is I want to talk about it from our children's standpoint. We know that they have devices, they have smartphones, they have tablets, they have PlayStations, and don't get me calling out all the things that they have because I'm going to forget a lot of them, Xboxes and all these things. But sometimes it can seem a little bit overwhelming as far as their screen time and as far as the content that they're accessing online. So one of the things that I always recommend is that we can't always, we do have as parents, we do have some control over their screen time and their device time. But we're not always there with them 24/7 when it comes to when they are on the screen. So we can't monitor them if we're at work or they're in their rooms playing. We just don't have a way to just keep a tab on them 24/7. So one of the first things I recommend to parents is the ability to teach them how to become good digital citizens online and to learn how to be safe online. It's just like sending your kid to school or sending him over a play date's house. You can't always be with them, but you teach them the things to be safe. So as they're in this internet world, one of the resources I want to share with you is one of my favorites. And as you know, I'm a Google for Education certified trainer. And one of the favorites that I like, it is actually by Google, and it's called Be Internet Awesome. So when your kids are on screen time, the deal that I kind of make with my son is, okay, I'll let you have playtime, but you're going to have to spend learning time as well online. So when they get on these tablets and these smartphones, a lot of the resources I recommend to you also are mobile friendly. So that means they can do it on their tablets, they can do it on their cell phones as well as their computers. But be internet awesome with google.com, where you can just do a Google search for Be Internet Awesome. This website will come up. And with this website, it's a very wonderful resource that is a resource for families, is a resource for educators. I always go in because I am a homeschooling mom and I use a lot of content and curriculum for my homeschool. I go into the educators tab, and with my Google for Education account, I'm a teacher. I set myself up as a teacher, and my son is the student. And yes, it's just the two of us in our homeschool, but that's how we operate it. So I'm able to go in, and because I have that homeschool account, I'm able to go in as an educator here and sign up as a teacher. And then as a teacher, I get these resources. So I encourage you, and even as a parent, you can go under the parent tab, the families tab as well, and there are resources here. I like this because the educator or teacher tab, because it gives me the curriculum. So if you're going to use this in a class, you can download the curriculum in English and Spanish. There are PDFs. There's so many resources here that you could use, and just go over this information with your child and make sure that they understand the components of being a good digital citizen and being safe online. There's also a game that it will allow them to play. When you're at the homepage of Be Internet Awesome, it says, play your way to Internet Awesome, explore Interland. So if they're having screen time, make them do this first. Make them complete This entire game, there are 4 islands on this game. And with each of the islands, they're teaching them principles of being good citizens, principles of how to be safe online, how not to give your personal information away, how not to talk to strangers, how not to bully online, or what you do when you're recognizing that someone's being bullied online. So this is a wonderful resource. Once they finish the 4 islands, they'll get a certificate, and it will tell them that they've accomplished all the lessons in learning how to be safe online. So that's just one of my favorite resources. And we're talking about when technology takes over. Yes, we can't not participate in technology, right? But we can get on top of it. We can stay safe, and we can teach our kids to be safe and know the right things to do while they're on technology. So that's part 1 with what to do when technology takes over, how to manage it with your kids. So stay tuned for part 2. Thanks.